Well, hello and good afternoon, everybody, and welcome along to your afternoon Rabble here on the Rangers Rabble podcast. Now, I've got I've got a question for everybody who normally tunes in and watches. I know it's not a great time and for people to tune in and watch and etc. etc. But I want everybody's opinion on how we can make the afternoon Rabble better. Um, is there different segments that you would like? Would you like it done in a different way? Anything that we can do to make the shows better and to make more people want to watch, then I'm absolutely up for it. So let me know, not in the live chat, once the video is finished, or perfectly if you're watching this back on YouTube. Get in the comments and let us know what you think of the show, etc., etc. And any changes that I can make or we can make to improve the show, then I certainly will. I am joined today again, second day in a row, by Brian. And Brian, excuse me, I have to say, that is a lovely T-shirt you're wearing.
Yes, all the way from the Rabble Store Island store. So yeah, thanks so much. I got abuse from Donald yesterday, so I thought I'd better buck up my ideas and look smart. So here we are.
Can I say it's good to hear from Gallant? I've not heard from him in a couple of days, and it's just good to know that he's a... I did send him a private message, and I've not checked to see if his message back. But hello, Gallant. I hope you're well. Yeah, so Brian, out with Rangers and stuff. Let's have a wee quick blather. What's happening?
Well, it's the week after, isn't it? And it's a week where there's a lot of sort of searching and a lot of folk looking for answers. And it's I always feel 2 or 3 days after a final and things haven't went your way, you kind of just let things go and just put it in. It's done. It's dusted. We've said our piece. We've said what we wanted to say, and we move on to the next game. That's the way things are now in my head anyway.
Right, but out with Rangers, Brian. Out with completely out with football. What's happening?
There's the big man's coming in a few days, isn't he? So I dare say it's full steam ahead to that, and Mad Friday's coming up, so that's another day you have to watch out, because Mad Friday when you're out is ridiculous, because there's all these people that think they can drink, and then I believe that the police have more arrests on Mad Friday than ever, because there's people that are out that are not normally out and just can't handle it. So yeah, I'm meant to be going out with the guys that the guys that we go down to the football with, so it'll be a reasonably quiet one for me because I'm working in the morning Saturday. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then of course it's the St. Nicholas is coming in. Was it Thursday next week? Thursday?
After Wednesday, and then
Wednesday. So yeah, it's all steam ahead to that, isn't it?
Yes, I'm looking forward to Big St. Nick coming. I've got my cookies and my carrot for the reindeer and all that sorted. Got the daughter, I'll get that all sorted out. Neil's saying Mad Friday sounds fun. Do you know something? And everybody's different, right? And I should just say that Lyndon's already tried to guess the who am I. We're not anywhere near doing it, right? Obviously, we've got the question of the day coming up shortly. But what was I forgot what I was going to say. Lyndon's just put me right off. Anyway, we move on because I've completely forgot. And Lyndon, that is just not an appropriate joke, my friend. But I want to bring up this comment from Official Magical Bike Ride. I love the show the way it is. Always enjoy listening. Really helps with my mental health being in Canada. I can't get to games, so it helps being a part of the group of fellow fans. 100%. And do you know about, I want to say 5 years ago, before I started the Rabble, I was probably about 65% sure that we were moving to Canada. We were ready to move, Brian. It's I don't know. Well, I don't even know what that noise was, Brian, but it was a noise. But it's, do you know, and I think it's still something that I want to do. Move abroad.
I think so.
Yeah.
My mum moved in mid-50s. She went out with her parents to Canada. Didn't last very long. I think it was a year and a bit. And they were planning emigrating. Got the house, lock, stock, the whole lot, and no, they didn't. I think the winter killed them. I think they thought the Scottish winter was bad, but then they realised how really bad the Canadian winters were. So I think that was enough.
But have you never noticed, but the Canadians just got on with it? Whereas we get a tiny bit of snow, and it's just not so much now because we don't get as much snow as we used to. I mean, this time 10, 15 years ago, Brian, the place would be covered in snow. It was always snowing at Christmas. But we don't get much snow, and then when we do get it, everything just comes to a standstill. In Canada, they just go, where's the chains? Get them on the tyres, off to work.
Yeah, I mean, my dad worked in Norway, and it was a legal requirement out there that a certain time of the year you had to put the snow chains on. If you didn't have them, you got a ticket. So other places seem to manage. I just don't understand how, as you say, that we get a skiff and all of a sudden it's roads are blocked, trains can't move. Just as you say, the whole place comes to a standstill. It's not as though that we haven't got a history of snow, so it's never a surprise. So it always cracks me up how all of a sudden that we get a little bit of snow and it just grinds the whole place to a halt. So yeah, it is considering how much we used to have and how much we've experienced. Do you think we'd be quite good at it?
Yeah, and imagine Martin moving to Canada. It would be like that sketch for Chewing the Fat. Do you remember that one when they come and visit for Canada?
Yeah, that was really good.
Probably. Alan's saying there should be a Rabble, a Mad Rabble Friday with all the hosts and subscribers.
Jesus,
that is genuinely something that I could look into. Like I say, do you know? In all seriousness, folks, we're right on that precipice of there's so much more that I want to do. I want a studio, I want this, and I want that, and we're just not quite there yet. That's why we keep doing the shows. That's why we keep offering the memberships. I've got so many plans that I want to go ahead and do. So the bigger the show gets, the more money the show makes, then the more stuff that we can do. Absolutely. And I was at, I'm actually, my face is quite white because I was at the accountant's this morning. So, yeah. So before I divulge too much information, let's do this.
Question of the day.
I've missed that graphic, Brian. I've really missed it. It feels like it's been an age since I've seen it.
Yep, it's always enjoy hearing it. Although there's one person that particularly doesn't like hearing it, but
yeah, well, he can go and short himself, right?
Yeah, exactly. I like it.
Yes, it's the best overlay video graphic of all time, and this is a question of the day that I could probably wait a few days to do. Excuse me, but I'm going to do it today, and that is, what is your perfect Christmas dinner? Now, I actually really like turkey, but I only have it at Christmas, really, and I don't know why, because I prefer turkey to chicken. But Brian, your perfect Christmas dinner, being up north, sheep, goats.
Goats. I used to really like having like venison at Christmas.
Venison? I've never tried venison.
Have you not? It's nice. It's a little bit stronger than normal meats, but it's a really nice meat. And I was like most, I was pretty sick for fed up with turkey, and I was looking for an alternative. And yeah, venison was on the menu one year, and I thought, oh, I'll give that a go, and I really liked it. Bit of red wine sauce.
That sounds really middle class. Like ridiculously middle class.
Nicholas, come on. I mean, geez.
I mean, here's an answer for you for Matt Gunner.
That's brilliant. I like that
Chinese. By the way, I know a few people that do that at Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very popular now. I mean, there's one for you, Martin. Where is it?
By the way, folks, that wee din that you can hear is actually Brian's fan on his computer. So there's nothing that we can do about it. So apologies for the noise, but it's Brian's fault, not mine. Venison is too dear. That is a shocking joke. That is a shocking choice. Probably, yeah. It probably does have to. His best pals with Joe Rogan is Brian. Goes hunting all the time. Scott has chips and egg.
Chips and egg, yeah.
Chips and egg. Fair play. Fair play. Official magical bike ride. Love turkey because I only have it at Christmas. And of course, Thanksgiving, which is something that we don't have, obviously, over here. I don't even know that many people who celebrate St. Andrew's Day.
It's not really a thing, is it? Really
No.
isn't. It's
I don't really know.
It gets announced that it's on, but nobody does anything. There's no events. There's no big thing about it. It's just sort of, oh, it's St. Andrew's Day, and then before you know it, it's over and you're moving on. It's very strange.
James Hamilton, he goes for turkey for me and French onion soup.
See, anything with onions,
That's
just
disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself, James.
And anything with onions with me, and that's my attention gone.
I don't hang about with people that eat onions.
No.
That's why I don't like my family, because they all like onions. So, no, I can't. Anybody who takes onions is not a friend of mine. That's all I'm saying. Jordan Rennie, channel member, no Brussels. Now, are you talking about the city, or are you talking about Brussels sprouts? You know, because you kind of just say no Brussels. That sounds like a declaration of war. And Neil said it sounds like it's buffering when driving and listening. That's Brian's fault, Neil. That is all Brian's fault. Yeah, so
this is a very popular.
Multiple man, chicken breast, roast tatties, and all smothered in gravy.
Just
that's
more the merrier.
Do you know, I can eat roast potato if it's severely burnt and smothered in gravy, and I can't actually taste the potato.
I forgot how popular this was.
Oh God, no, Neil, prawn cocktail. No,
it's a very popular starter.
I love this, Brian. We're getting really carried away with the Christmas dinner stuff here. I promise we'll talk about Rangers in a minute, right? Where is it? Venison. What a Tory! Oh, that made me laugh. I don't know why.
I'll tell you what, though, we've almost. There's a lot of folk, I think, in the chat that could actually go on MasterChef.
Probably. Well, there's more people that can go on MasterChef than Greg Wallace now.
Very true.
But yeah, normal Christmas dinner, except replace the turkey with lamb. Why not have both?
Not a lamb fan, eh?
It's just saying have both. Stuart Henderson with a super chat. Thank you very much, Stuart. I'm in Wisconsin half the year, Martin. It gets to -30.
Remember, I went to Milwaukee once, and that's in Wisconsin. But it was in the summer, so it was really nice.
See, I think I could probably deal with that because my missus gives me the severe cold shoulder sometimes, and it's well worse than -30. So I could. So Jordan has confirmed it was Brussels sprouts, and he wasn't having a go at Brussels, which is good to know.
So the peace treaty's on, is it?
The peace treaty's on. Brussels has stopped panicking. Jordan is not on the phone to Trump. My Stuart's channel member, my son is into venison burgers. Other son would have Xmas dinner every day if he could. So would I. What? Chicken, turkey, ham, pigs and blankets. My favourite of all the Christmas foods, pigs and blankets. Why do we not have pigs and blankets more often?
It's like another one of those things that you only hear of once a year, isn't it?
Mm.
Never hear of pigs and blanket in July or June, do you? You know, in the summer, you never heard of it. It's just Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan's asking, is stuffing an eye or no? It's a no.
No.
It's just a no, Jordan. There's no two ways about that. Anybody who likes stuffing, I think, should be checked.
Anybody that likes stuffing needs to get stuffed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not.
As Gallant's saying, there's a lot of middle class older women on MasterChef, to be fair.
I like the eclecticness of everybody's food. Sort of variation.
We could just do half an hour on Christmas dinners.
Yeah.
Heather, long time no see, Heather. I hope
Yeah.
you're well. I hope your mum's doing well. I'm sprucing up the house for Santa, so thank you for giving me an excuse to have a coffee break. Yes, well, actually, that's a fair shout.
Where's your travel mug, Martin?
Shut up, Brian. I've Donald on my case. Right, shall we do the Who Am I?
Yeah.
Because we could literally be here for half an hour just talking about Christmas.
All this
Right.
food chat's making me hungry.
By the way, I know I felt sick before I started today. I think that's because I was just back for the accounting. But now I feel quite hungry. Right, okay, so today's Who Am I? Wait a minute, I'll just have a quick look just to see if there's any more. Tim, Martin, you're a weirdo. Stuffing is amazing. Tim's off my Christmas card list. Jock Blue, he likes stuffing. Ricky, make your own. It's sausage and bacon. It's not hard. Well, yeah. Geordie's just hit maybe Martin not good enough. I know it's been the same my whole life, Geordie, to be honest with you. James Cameron, as soon as I said who am I, just said Fred West. So the Who Am I today is I was born in Gloucester. No, I'm joking. It's not Fred West. So today's Who Am I? I started my career as a youth down south. I then made the move to Scotland and decided to sign for Rangers Football Club. My whole career, and this is the last clue until we get on it, in my whole career, which consisted of over 250 games, I only scored 28 goals. So I started my youth career down south before making the move to Rangers. And my whole career, which consisted of over 250 games, I only scored 28 goals. Who am I? Is that good enough? Is that too difficult? Was that too easy, Brian? What do you think?
No, I think that's pretty good so far.
Pretty good.
Very
It's
good.
not Ian Brady. It is not Ian Brady, London. Right? Let's just deal with that. Right,
It's
Brian.
It's not even Ivan the Terrible.
It's not Ivan the Terrible either. It's not Ivan the Terrible either. Right, Brian. Let's talk Rangers, shall we? I quite enjoyed that Christmas dinner segment actually.
Yeah. Lots of good ideas.
Yes. And I bet you people think that, I just at 25 past 12 just think of a question. Not at all. 20 past 12. The 250 games is for his whole career, not just for Rangers. It's for his whole career. I'm not going to tell you how long he was at Rangers. I'm not going to tell you when he was at Rangers because it just gives it away, folks, right? Because I know most of you out there are Googling, right? So Martin's getting the point today on the Who Am I, right? Martin's getting it. The point. No, don't clip that up, folks. Jeez. Right, Brian, Rangers Football Club. Let's talk about it. And I want to focus more today on the manager because there's been a lot of talk about the refs. There's been a lot of talk about the players. Not a lot has went on for the manager, which is good in a way because, look, he's come under a hell of a lot of criticism. And leaving Hampden, I was giving him a bit of stick, just feeling low and down and all that sort of stuff. But since then, I haven't really seen much spoke about the manager. So the big question is, when and can he actually finally break this old firm hoodoo? Because he has to do it pretty soon.
Well, the first opportunity he's going to have is obviously the 2nd of January. Can he do it? Yes. Will he do it? Depending on personnel available, like the likes of Suter. Hopefully we won't have a game on the Thursday and then play on the Sunday, like we did this week. Because I firmly believe if that was the case, we'd have, fitness wouldn't have played such a part on Sunday.
Can I just ask, Brian, on a serious question, right? Let's take those blue tinted specs off, right? Which is very difficult, right? Do you think that Thursday, during the 90 minutes, not so much extra time, but do you think during the 90 minutes that Thursday actually made that much of a difference? Like, honestly.
Not the 90, but the extra time it certainly did.
Mm-hmm.
Not the 90. There was maybe one or two were struggling, but certainly when you got into the extra time, you had like Diamandi, you had Razkin, you had I can't remember who Hadji was struggling. They were all stretching their hamstrings because obviously.
Why was Hadji struggling? Didn't play on Thursday.
Well, I don't know. Well, he's not played much. That's the other thing. He's not been playing regularly enough to sort of go 120 minutes. So, it's very. And then you've got Razkin, who's obviously been playing a lot recently. So, and the team put a power of work in on Thursday because obviously, I think with 20 minutes to go, I think we did very well against Spurs for 70 minutes, and then the last 20 minutes we were chasing shadows, and Spurs were starting to get on top of us because we'd put so much effort into that first 70. So come on, do it. Can he break his hoodoo? Yeah, I think he can. There's certainly evidence now that there's a squad there who are willing to go the hard yards and do the the dirty work and pressure like Clement wants. We've now got a young guy up front who has got a bit of swagger. He's got a bit of something about him. He's obviously a little bit inexperienced. I'll grant you that. But there's certainly evidence in the last month you could suggest that there's something in this squad now, and they actually, I mean, to go behind twice against Celtic is very difficult. But to be fair to the squad, they came back twice, and certainly the second occasion where they lost a goal in the 87th minute, I think a lot of fans, there was 2 or 3 left beside me, thought a lot of people didn't believe we could get one, and 20-something seconds later, we got an equaliser. So they're actually showing a bit of grit now, which is something that we've asked for a good while, and it's nice to see. So, yeah, it's just I think because it's changed so much, it's going to take. It's obviously taken a little while for them all to, get to understand and get that cohesion in the team. So, but we're starting to see it now. So hopefully,
right. Well, I've got 2 points for you. Right, 2 points. The first one is James Cameron under Gio. We bulldozed over them in extra time after Leipzig. Right, we are a squad now is not as fit as the squad that Gio had. Right, that's point number 1. And point number 2 from RFC 72, style of play will never work here. The amount of times it's just smashed up the park hoping for a second ball is mental.
The first point, I will say that Gio inherited that squad and they were fit under Gerrard.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that they were still fit in extra time to go and win that.
Correct, but it wasn't Gio. It was Gerrard. Gerrard had them fit. And Gio got them, inherited them being that fit. We certainly couldn't say the next season they were fit, were they? So it was Gerrard's team that was super fit. That's why they were going extra times all the time, and they were demolishing teams early. That's because Gerrard had them fit and going for it. So although we did go extra time against Leipzig and we did go extra time against Celtic, but it was because the players were super fit under Gerrard.
Right, I'm going to give you the second final clue for the Who Am I? The most, right, so the first clue was I started my career down south. It was my youth career before moving to Scotland to play for Rangers. In my whole career, so for every single team that I played for, I made over 250 appearances, but only scored 28 goals. The most appearances I've had in my career at one club was 120. And when I left down south to move up north, I had several offers from different Scottish clubs. but I chose Rangers because they were my boyhood team. Who am I?
I hope you just didn't give the clue there.
Who am I? You have 4 minutes. Any answers that are in after 1 o'clock may still be charged, but will not be counted. So, there we go. I don't think anybody's going to get this, Brian. I'm actually excited.
It'll be the moment of crucifixion when somebody does, if somebody does say it, and you'll see it in Martin's face, everyone. So you know, if one person says it in Martin's face, jaw hits the ground, you'll know that is the moment.
Yes, and Michael's saying, are you accusing the chat of Scottish refereeing fraternity behaviour? Yes, I am. I absolutely am, Michael, 100%. RFC actually has put up another point here, and I've got a point for Andrew that I want to bring up as well. But John Walker on Twitter put up a good video about the style and stuff. The amount of running we're demanding on Raskin and Diamande is unsustainable. Do you go along with that, Brian? Is the manager asking Raskin and Diamande to do too much?
I think if you look at it over the last couple of games, we've played two teams who enjoy a lot of possession. I don't think Raskin and Diamande would ordinarily do that much running and effort in normal SPL games. I think it was purely, the video. I did see the videos that John put up, and it's, the Spurs and Celtic game. So you're obviously looking at two higher level teams that enjoy possession. Being an EPL team, they were always going to have most of the ball against us, and then Celtic as well. So, although the percentage was not as high, it's two games I would take in isolation where they're enjoying a lot of possession in the opposition. So, because we obviously enjoy, 60s, high 60s, 70% possession against most teams in Scotland. So I would, although they are doing an awful lot of running, it was 2 games in a row against two sort of similar, well, Celtic being a sort of similar level, and then the EPL team. So maybe things will start to settle down now that we haven't got Europe for a wee while, and the opposition aren't as strong.
Yeah, and I want to, before I bring up Andrew's point, I want to bring this up to Martin Sweeney. Martin, if I may, can I just say Glasgow City Mission and the city centre will be laying on a meal for any homeless people or persons who has no one this Christmas. So, yeah,
Nice.
just for anybody out there who knows people who are struggling, let them know that the Glasgow City Mission will be laying on meals and that for people who are less fortunate. And I know that Rangers do the Big Ibrox Sleep Out every year. And I know that a lot of the money for that goes to Glasgow City Mission. The guys there do an incredible job on the streets of Glasgow for people who are struggling. So if you know people who are struggling, or if you're struggling yourself, then get down there and speak to the guys, and they will definitely help you out. So thank you, Martin, for putting in that comment. Andrew Whelans, enjoying the pod, thumbs up. Yes, anybody who hasn't already, by the way, you've got about 30 seconds to get the Who Am I? Enjoying the pod, thumbs up to everyone. Make sure you do give us a like, and make sure that you're subscribed, etc., etc., etc. You know all the stuff at the Rabble with all the videos, etc. My birthday is January the 2nd. Well, happy birthday on the 2nd.
Hopefully it's a happy birthday.
Well, yes. Hopefully we can get one over them. Sick of my dad rubbing it in who supports them. Well, at least you made the right choice, Andrew, growing up, and you weren't put on the spot by your dad, and you chose the right team. Might not feel like the right team right now, but it is the right team, believe me. Can I just say, folks, ding, 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 no more guesses. That is it. I will give you the answer very, very shortly. And again, Andrew, happy birthday on the 2nd. So, I was going to say phone lines, right? But the Who Am I is done for the day. Brian, would you like to reveal who today's Who Am I is?
Yep. And today's Who Am I was none other than Chris Haggerty.
Martin 1, comment 7. Woohoo! Yes. So, you're all using the comments. I can't swear on this, but So yes, I'm happy with that. I won today. So too late, Cammy. Too late. I am the champion of Tuesday. So so yeah, I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that.
Played
Well,
for Rangers.
Played for Rangers, Gallant. You played for Rangers, and you didn't know, and now I do, and now I've got a point. I'm coming for yous. I'm coming for yous. I'm going to win the next 8 in a row. And then when it comes to the 9th, I'll get like 3/4 of it and I'll claim it as 9 in a row. Right, okay. So, Brian, final thoughts. I have to ask. Right, so Chris played for Rangers between 2011 and 2014 before moving to Linfield. Now, if I said the Northern Irish connection, somebody would have got it.
Yeah.
Aye. So how could you forget? Because you did, and I'm the champion. Get over it.
He knows him now.
Oh, he knows him now. Yeah,
Gallant
yeah,
knows him now. Yeah.
yeah. Well, you say scraping the barrel, but nobody got it, Stuart. Nobody got it. So, I mean, he played for the first team.
He played for the first team.
He scored a goal for the first team. That's all I'm saying. If you don't know your Rangers history, then I'm going to come back and beat you all. Brian gave me the name, by the way, so technically it's Brian's win, but I'm definitely taking it. Martin will be picking the dinner lady next. You're absolutely right. You can say shambles all you want, Lyndon. It's not my fault that you didn't get it, right? And of course, multiple man thought it was Hegarty, but just didn't want to put it in the comments, you know.
Well, was it not him that done you at like the last second, the last time?
Yes. Did he not start his career in Northern Ireland? No, he started at Millwall. He was at a boys' club in Northern Ireland, and he got scouted for Millwall. And he went to Millwall, and then Hibs offered him a deal. Rangers offered him a deal. Big Rangers supporter. Chose Rangers. Right, I'm not going on about it anymore. I'm just going to bask in my glory of winning. So, right, Brian, before we go, right, chat, we need a conversation. This cannot happen again tomorrow.
You need to go have words with yourselves.
That's it. No, I'm telling you right now, I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. Right, so before we finish up, Brian, just on the manager, after that game, after everything that's happened in the last kind of season, moving forward, we've got the old firm again at the 2nd of January. Are you confident in Clement? Are you confident that he can get the right recipe, for lack of a better term, to finally beat Celtic? Because Brendan Rodgers has had an outstanding record against us, let's be honest. He's only lost 1 game. And do you trust in Clement to make, between Clement and Coppin and the new CEO, to get the transfers right? Are we going to become more competitive under Clement? Has he shown us enough for us to go, yep, he can do it?
I think you can certainly say that now. In the last, as I say, the last month, there's been a severe uplift in the team. And if you can't see that, then, well, I would suggest that you're just blinded to the fact you don't want Clement there. I think he's done something that I never thought would be possible, whereas when the fan base turns, that's usually the moment where a manager loses out. He's somehow managed to get this squad just, playing better. I dare say there's been players came back from injury that have obviously helped that, with Danilo starting to score goals. He's gave Egamani a chance. There's been various aspects. Raskin's came back from injury. I think there's just been a big uplift, and I think it'd be terrible now if we got rid of him now. You could see on Sunday the players were doing everything they could to win. They were.
So you're of the mindset that he's.
I think we've got to leave him till. We've definitely got to leave him till the end of the season. See what he does till the end of the season. I think you could definitely make an assessment in the summer if things are going the way we want or not. But certainly right now, I can't see the immediate future turning. I think it's very difficult when every key players are out injured. If you've not got your best players, you can't manage, or when you've got everybody fit and firing, and things don't go right, then you could turn around and say, right, things aren't going well. But when you've not got guys like available to select for injury or whatever else, then you need everybody there and available to see what you can do with the tools required. It'd be like giving a joiner a nail and saying, right, put that in with no hammer. So you need all the tools there to get the best out of him. And I think there's a lot of people that were quite hardened like me that we had enough. But no, I think he's certainly got to get till the end of the season, definitely at the very worst.
Well, Michael's saying I am not convinced that the percentage of fans who want Clement gone was ever as high as pods make out. I think it was. I really do think it was a high percentage of supporters. I can't back that up with evidence or anything like that. But from what I've seen in the comments and what I've seen in social media and the chat I heard round about Ibrox, I think that it really was. And it's credit to Clement that we're not really talking about that now, to be honest. So credit, and I really hope it does work out for him because
nobody wants to see us constantly sacking managers, do they?
No, but the pressure that he's been put under in the last sort of 4 to 6 months, especially the last couple of months, to come back from that so far. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but he's done a lot to earn that sort of trust back with supporters. So let's hope that the board have made the right decision in keeping him and he can take us forward.
And I do think that he's, I wouldn't say he was told everything when he was given the job as well. I don't think he was given the full picture when he got the job.
No.
In respect of money and things like that. And so, yeah, there's definitely a good majority of people now are willing to back him now after seeing the last month of football. Definitely.
Yeah. I'll just say that everybody at the Rabble, everybody who watches the Rabble, everybody in the comments is sending their deepest condolences to Catalyst. I won't bring it up, buddy, because, but I've seen your message in the chat there. My thoughts, Brian's thoughts, everybody's thoughts are with you. And anything that we can do to help, just let us know. Nobody should have to go through that, and I really hope that you and the family are doing okay. But yeah, so we will finish it up there, folks. Thank you very much, Brian, for jumping on again.
Thank you very much.
Is this your last shift of the week?
No, I think I'm on Sunday.
You're on Sunday? Well, there you go. So you've got a wee break. You've got a wee break there.
Yeah.
A massive thank you to everybody who's watching, everybody in the comments, everybody listening back on the audio downloads. The bigger that we can make this podcast, this show, the more that we can offer. So all your commitment, all the members, all the people that put in super chats, all the people who like, all the people that subscribe, you really do. You help us out more than what you could ever imagine. So thank you very, very much. We'll be back tonight, not live, it's a members show. Brian doesn't know that he's doing it yet. But that will be recorded shortly and it will be out tonight.
Well, we were actually meant to do it yesterday, weren't we?
We were actually meant to do it yesterday, yeah. But that'll be out tonight, and then we'll be back tomorrow at 12:30 for the afternoon Rabble, tomorrow night for the members show, and so much content. Members can check out Hamish that was streaming the games yesterday morning for the members, and then we had the EFL show at night. So yeah, so basically what Michael's saying, everyone take care. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks, and we will speak to you all again very, very soon.